One of you, and when I say one of you, I mean exclusively this guy, have been getting really annoyed at me because in one of my recent videos, I just allowed the companion cube to die. I didn't expect such backlash for a cube with a heart painted on it, but I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to go forward with this now. Unfortunately, the most popular way of saving the companion cube starts with solving chamber 16 and taking with me a cube. But solving chamber 16 the normal way takes ages. So instead of that, I'm just going to clip through this wall here, take out those couple of turrets that might try and do me some damage, and take out this one as well, just for the hell of it. Once I've done that, I'm just going to clip through this wall as well, and grab one of these cubes from over on here, and take this with me to the end. It just feels like this would be a little bit quicker. But when you get here, you might be worrying, oh, but there's an emancipation grid, I just can't get the cube through, it'll die. No, Valve made this game, and they make their games like absolute dog shit. So obviously this fizzler is optional. If I put a portal on the ceiling there and another one on the wall here, when I rub up against the side of it here, I teleport to the other side of the emancipation grid, but my portals are still there. I never quite touched it. If I apply that exact same logic to the cube, it means that when I push it through the portal, I can grab it and take it into chamber 17 without it touching the fizzler. When I take this cube with me through chamber 17, interesting things start to happen. It's no easier with another cube. In fact, it's a lot more difficult when you have to carry a second cube around, but by the time I get it to the end, the game's going to consider it to be the exact same thing as the normal companion cube, so I can incinerate this and the companion cube will be just fine. Before I go any further, fun fact, if you put your cube in the top corner here, you can't actually reach it and you can soft lock the game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a portal here so that I only have to go through this with one of the cubes and then I'll come back for the other one. The other advantage of this, of course, is that because I'm deflecting all the pellets with the normal cube, the companion cube will remain unfazed and won't have to deal with any pellet attacks. Once you've made it this far and you have both of your cubes with you, oh, fuck. Once you've made it this far, and you have both of your cubes with you, if you portal bump through this wall, which I've already shown you before, you can skip the puzzle. Then if we take both of these cubes with us here, oh no, just like this, here we go. Then we can do the puzzle, and if we use the normal cube in place of the companion cube, then, yeah, the game's gonna be fooled, and the companion cube is gonna survive. But for a lot of us, that's not enough. So if we come down here and enter the little companion cube shrine here, we'll clear it free of all of these security cameras, because, you know, a queen's palace needs to be nice and polished, and we can leave the cube down here in its, you know, shrine, where it truly belongs, and if Ratman ever comes back, his cube will be waiting for him. That's all well and good, but it requires that you start in chamber 16, and I mean, that's a bunch of wasted time that no one really wants to have to deal with. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cube here from the very beginning of chamber 17, and I'm just going to climb up with this one. And when I get to the exact same point with this, we're just going to use a slightly different trick. The problem now is, of course, that we only have one cube, so we're not going to be able to use this to beat the game, so we're just going to put it in its shrine to start with, you know, because, I mean, even speedrunners do this, you know, it's not worth playing through Portal if you don't at least build a shrine for the companion cube. I mean, what are you doing with yourself? If I put a portal on the floor here, and then another one on the wall, when I walk sideways into this portal, if I put one just on the wall around this area, just where my shot's visible, just like this, and then I put another one on the floor just below me, I skip to the end of chamber 17 without even having to open the door. So the companion cube's still safe, and I never had to touch chamber 16. Alright, you finally got your half-decent video. Sorry for the delay, I had some technical difficulties.